Have you ever wondered what truly ignites a woman's interest in intimacy and relationships? Many think it's all about appearance or size, but let me tell you, there's so much more. In this video, we will uncover the surprising truths that women actually value in a partner. From emotional connection to the small details of personal grooming, I will guide you through what makes a difference. Stay until the end because I will explain 5 essential aspects that most men overlook but can change everything. You don't want to miss this if you're serious about building deeper and stronger connections and becoming a partner who truly understands what women expect. By the end of this video, you will receive practical advice that will transform your approach to relationships and intimacy. Don't go away, because these lessons could change everything for you. This concludes our video. What have you learned so far? Share in the comments one thing you've taken away and will implement in your life. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Leave a 1 in the comments if this topic resonated deeply with you, or a 0 if it didn't seem relevant, so we can continue to improve and refine our understanding of what truly touches your hearts. Allow me to tell you a personal story, an experience that hopefully illustrates what is essential to maintaining a lasting and authentic relationship. Some time ago, I was in a peaceful park where time seemed to stand still, a refuge of tranquility amidst the hustle and bustle of life. There, my gaze fell upon an older man whose presence exuded a calm depth. He sat day after day on the same bench, as if this place belonged to him, a territory filled with memories and peaceful moments accumulated over the years. His serene gaze seemed to dive into infinity, yet he was far more than just a silent observer of his surroundings. He was a keeper of wisdom. One day, while enjoying his peace, he noticed a young man passing by, visibly distressed, as if he were carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders. The older man, with instinctive kindness, made a slight hand gesture inviting him to sit beside him. The young man, initially hesitant, eventually sat down, drawn by the man's calming aura. After a few polite exchanges, as is often the case when trying to protect oneself, he gradually relaxed, and the conversation quickly shifted to something much more intimate. The young man, with eyes full of pain and doubt, confided in the difficulties he was experiencing in his relationship with his partner. He almost shamefully admitted that he felt powerless, that his heart was drowning in a sea of uncertainty. He felt he was never good enough, not knowing how to meet his beloved's emotional and physical expectations. His words were like a muted scream, a cry for help that he could only articulate through heavy silence. The older man, with deep calm, listened with endless patience, without judgment, as if every word was a note of a melody he needed to hear. He did not interrupt, did not allow himself to judge, but his eyes, full of wisdom and understanding, were a mirror for the young man, a mirror that allowed him to look beyond his pain. When the young man had finished speaking, as if a burden had finally lifted, the older man took a deep breath. Then he said in a gentle but firm voice, "Maintaining a relationship is like tending to a plant. If you don't give it the attention it deserves, it will eventually lose its luster and wither away without you noticing." He paused and let his words sink into the young man's soul. The man, with a face marked by decades of experience, continued, "After over 50 years of marriage, I've learned an essential truth. It's not the expensive gifts or grand gestures that hold a relationship together. No, it's the small things, the invisible gestures that nourish love and connection day by day. It's these little attentions, like a smile, a tender glance, a gently placed hand, that weave the solid fabric of a lasting relationship." He smiled slightly, like a man who had weathered many storms, and was now finally able to enjoy the fruits of his patience. It's not enough to just water the plant, he explained gently. You also have to be able to recognize its subtle needs, when it seeks shade to rest and when it needs sunlight to bloom. It's in recognizing these small moments, in the willingness to adapt and listen to each other, that the true strength of a relationship lies. The young man, visibly touched by the depth of these words, remained silent for a long moment. His eyes, filled with confusion and pain, now seemed to seek answers in the man's peaceful face. He understood that the key is not to seek perfection, but to realize that love, like a plant, requires attention, tenderness, and sometimes a bit of patience to strengthen and grow. That moment in the park, where two souls met in silent sincerity, reminded me that what truly matters in a relationship is not the size of the gestures, but the depth of the small daily acts of love. It is this attention to detail, the willingness to nurture the other, that transforms a simple relationship into an unbreakable bond. And perhaps we all need to learn, like this wise man, to cultivate the small seeds of attention and care to see our relationships flourish. I deeply believe in this truth, and it resonates profoundly within me. I know that it makes a real difference, especially for more mature women, not just in how we appear, but above all in what we do every day to maintain our inner and outer well-being. It's about the constant attention we give to ourselves and the small daily actions, often invisible, that have a significant impact. These gestures, delicate and full of care, gradually create lasting admiration and strengthen the bonds in a relationship. When these actions are often neglected or underestimated, they remain the true key to a fulfilling and intimate relationship. Today, I want to introduce you to points that, believe me, have the power to profoundly change your perception of love, intimacy, and relationships. I will reveal 5 essential aspects that are often ignored but play a fundamental role in strengthening any relationship. These points, which you may have never fully considered, are cornerstones that, once understood and applied, can radically improve the quality of your love life. And believe me, the last point is particularly crucial. It is the one that, when you integrate it, can make a significant difference in how you connect with your partner. This final point encapsulates everything you need to know to maintain a strong and authentic intimate relationship. I will carefully guide you through each of these aspects to clarify some common misunderstandings and, above all, to offer you some valuable lessons that I have gathered over many years of experience. These lessons are not just theoretical. They have been tested and refined over time through trial and learning. Together, we will discover what truly matters to capture your partner's attention and sustainably strengthen your relationship. What we will explore here is much more than superficial advice. It is a series of daily practices and small gestures that gradually build the solid foundations of a fulfilling and joyful intimate life. You will quickly realize that it's not just about outward appearance or grand gestures, but about what you build day by day. Love and intimacy are slow and continuous constructions, and what allows their sparkle to be maintained over the years is the attention given to every detail. What makes all the difference is how you respond to your partner's needs, desires, emotions, and expectations, in all those small, everyday moments that nurture a genuine connection. If you want to delve deeper into this approach and discover practical tools to improve the quality of your intimate life, I invite you to download the ebook Rediscovering Intimacy: Healthy Sexuality After 60 Years, which is full of profound and inspiring advice to rekindle the flame and strengthen your bond with your partner. This book offers you proven strategies to enrich your love life, regardless of your age or the challenges you face. You can get your copy by clicking on the pinned comment below, thus taking the opportunity to profoundly transform your intimate life now. But above all, I want to guide you through these 5 essential points. These elements, which may seem simple but are so powerful when practiced daily, are the keys to a fulfilling and lasting relationship. Are you ready to discover how they can make all the difference? Then let's explore together without further delay what can truly make your relationship shine and strengthen that unique bond. First point, the secret to attracting someone goes far beyond outward appearance. Let's talk about what truly matters and what makes a lasting difference. People often think that size or looks are at the center of attraction, but in reality, it's what touches deeply, what truly captures attention, the way you take care of yourself. Imagine attraction like a house. It's no use having a large structure if it's poorly maintained, with crumbling walls and a weed-overgrown garden. The same applies to your body and well-being. What matters is the attention you give to your inner self and the way you maintain your balance and health. If you're still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment the number 1 below to let me know that you're continuing to watch this video with me. For many women, especially the more mature ones, it's the small details that show you take care of yourself daily that truly make the difference. The first step to keeping this house in order is impeccable hygiene. It's not just about a quick shower or a superficial ritual, but a dedicated grooming routine, a series of conscious actions that show you love and respect yourself. After all, someone who pays attention to every little detail of their life shows the same attention to others. Women notice these things. When you smell good, when your skin is soft and well-groomed, when you carefully choose what you put into your body, when you stay active and dynamic. It's like a house that smells pleasant and warmly welcomes. You also create an atmosphere that invites closeness. Studies show how important the sense of smell is in attraction. This natural freshness that comes from impeccable hygiene and regular care is irreplaceable. Take care of your skin, especially as you age, which requires more attention. Choosing products that suit your skin, whether gentle soaps or moisturizers, is a simple but effective way to maintain your skin's health while also promoting your overall well-being. Just as maintaining a beard or body hair is not only an aesthetic decision, but also a deep respect for your comfort and hygiene. These small attentions are comparable to a refreshing coat of paint for the house. It not only makes the structure shine, but also preserves its essence and its authentic beauty. Taking time for these daily grooming measures is not only a way to provide yourself with what you deserve, but also to show that you extend mutual respect to the person who accompanies you and that you're willing to invest in maintaining this connection. It's not the size or appearance of the house that attracts you, but the attention, care, and consideration you give it. It's this attention to detail, to the small things that seem insignificant but make all the difference, that create a genuine attraction that builds and lasts over time. Second point, attention and intimacy. Imagine your body is like a car you drive every day. Just as a car needs regular maintenance to function optimally, so does your body. Remember, a car without maintenance will eventually break down, right? It's the same with us, especially in our intimate areas. What many men overlook is that women, although often discreet, place great value on this personal care. They highly appreciate when a man takes care of himself on all levels. It's not just about outward appearance, but about genuinely caring for yourself in a way that reflects respect for your well-being. It's like a carefully maintained car without worn-out parts. Everything functions more harmoniously, and everything is smoother and more pleasant. Attention to detail makes all the difference. It's not about excess or doing too much. It's simply about focusing on what matters. For example, choosing comfortable clothing that allows your skin to breathe is essential. Imagine the discomfort of wearing tight clothes that bother you, making you sweat profusely like a car without air conditioning on a hot day. That's a feeling nobody wants to experience, and it affects your comfort as well as how you feel in your skin. Choosing clothing that offers you comfort and freedom of movement also means respecting yourself and taking care of your well-being. Hygiene is, of course, fundamental. There's no need to be obsessed with perfection, but a simple yet effective hygiene routine is entirely sufficient. A complete shower, thoroughly drying your skin, a grooming routine, all of that makes an enormous difference. It's a bit like preparing a car for a long trip. If you don't check the oil, the tires, and the pressure, you risk a breakdown along the way. This care you dedicate to your body and hygiene is an act of respect towards yourself, but also towards the relationship you share with your partner. It shows that you care about the connection you have and that you want to preserve and nurture it. Third point, let's finally debunk the myth of size. Too often, men are stuck in the mistaken belief that the bigger, the better. But let me tell you something important. Size does not define the experience. What truly matters, what makes the difference, is how you experience the moment, how present you are for the other person, and the attention you give to it. Imagine a video game. No matter how large the screen is, it doesn't change the enjoyment you have while playing. What makes all the difference is the engagement, the way you are in the moment, and how you create a unique atmosphere. It's the same in intimacy. The attention, the tenderness, the way you make the other person feel desired, respected, and heard, that's what truly matters. Most women don't care about size or outward appearance at all. What they primarily seek is emotional connection. They want to feel desired but also respected as a whole. A man who knows how to create a special moment, who sets aside his ego to give his partner a moment of connection, tenderness, and attention. That's what truly makes a difference. So, if you've ever felt insecure about this topic, know that it's not worth it. What matters is how you contribute to the relationship, how you listen to the other person, and the shared joy. These elements are much more powerful than superficial norms that essentially mean nothing. What remains is not the size, but the attention, tenderness, and emotional connection you share. Fourth point, trust and competence. This is what truly attracts a woman. True trust is not a facade, not a mask you wear to impress. It's an inner confidence, deeply rooted, that reflects in everything you do. This trust doesn't come from the outside. It doesn't depend on your appearance or possessions. It comes from within, from a quiet certainty that you can offer the best of yourself to the other person. And this trust is precious because it grows over time. It's the mirror of an authentic life, lived with sincerity and commitment. This kind of trust allows you to create special moments because it enables you to let go of external constraints and focus on what matters, the person who is with you. It's this trust that turns a simple moment into an unforgettable memory that makes all the difference in a relationship. Imagine you're driving a car. Whether it's the most modern or fastest model, what matters is how you drive it. An experienced driver knows how to get the best out of any vehicle, adapts to every curve, feels the smallest movements, and knows exactly when to accelerate or brake. It's somewhat the same in relationships, especially for women over 50. What truly touches them is not the size or ostentatious display, but the calm and composed confidence you exude. It's this sense of stability and harmony that creates genuine attraction. Imagine a dance, for example. You don't need to memorize every movement, but what truly matters is how you connect with your partner. The fluidity, the listening, the adapting to each other. That's what makes the difference. True competence lies in creating an honest connection, a bond where both of you feel comfortable and secure. When you have this trust in yourself, it becomes tangible. You transfer this calmness and certainty so that you both can fully enjoy the moment together. Trust is not something you force. It develops naturally. It's like an intimate and soothing conversation. It's not about speaking louder or filling the space with unnecessary words. No, it's about listening, capturing the silences, and understanding what moves the other person. A man who pays attention to his partner's desires and who strives to improve and adapt over time is a man his partner will never forget. This sincere attention, this willingness to connect deeply, that's what matters. Ultimately, true trust means being present, fully listening, and sharing genuine moments. That's what makes all the difference. Fifth point, communication and empathy. These two elements are undoubtedly the fundamental pillars of any successful relationship. Although everything we've discussed is important, the foundation of any genuine connection lies in the ability to communicate openly and develop a deep understanding of each other. It is in this authentic exchange that true satisfaction arises, far beyond the physical aspects. To create a truly intimate and fulfilling relationship, it is crucial to communicate clearly, but above all, to listen. Active listening, the willingness to understand the other person, is what allows you to reach a level of connection that only a few relationships achieve. The best way to know what makes your partner happy is to ask them. Yes, simply ask the question without assuming what they might like. Too often, we make the mistake of thinking that what we like, the other person will also like. But the truth is, every person is unique. What one person appreciates may be completely different from what another seeks. If you're still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment the number 2 below to let me know that you're continuing to watch this video with me. Here comes communication into play, this powerful tool that allows us to understand each other beyond the surface. Sometimes, a simple conversation, an open and non-judgmental discussion, is enough to incredibly turn things around in the relationship. It's not necessarily complicated, quite the opposite. It's pretty easy, natural, almost like a breath of fresh air in a relationship. Sometimes, a well-chosen word at the right time, a gentle gesture, or a tender look after a shared moment is enough to strengthen the connection. Women especially appreciate when a man truly takes the time to sincerely care about what they feel. It's this emotional engagement that makes all the difference. Show that you're willing to learn from them, adapt to their needs, and understand their perspectives. Of course, it can feel strange at first to talk about intimacy, almost like an unfamiliar terrain where no one knows exactly how to proceed. But once that communication channel is open, everything becomes much easier and smoother. Doubts give way to connection. The relationship becomes lighter and more sincere. When the couple learns to freely talk about what they like, uncertainties and barriers gradually fall away, and the pleasure that fulfillment brings can only grow. So, if you want a relationship to work in the long term, pave the way for dialogue and truly listen to your partner. That's the secret to letting everything flow naturally, in trust and connection. As we wrap up this discussion, I want to ask you this question. What have you learned so far? Of everything we've talked about, what has impressed you the most? Take a moment to think about it, and I would love to hear your opinion. Don't hesitate to leave a comment below and share one thing you've learned today and will implement in your life. If this video has brought you value, please leave a comment below and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more enriching content. We are here to grow together, and your support is valuable. Thank you for watching, and see you soon in the next video.